So at last, today we are going to cover how to create graph in advance in Excel. So we here we take how to create line, column, and bar graph, and how to make line graph. So suppose that
सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, जो भी रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स आ रहे हैं वो डाउनलोड नहीं हो रहे हैं, तो प्लीज सॉल्व दिस इशू सर.
so for this issue you have to connect your university teacher or university host. So they will solve your query. So for this query you have to contact your teachers or your organizer. Also I communicate the same
ओके सर.
message to him also.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Today, how to use experimental design in Excel? Please explain this.
So this is out of scope of our syllabus. So this is the purely how to use experimental design in Excel. So better to learn how to use experimental design in Python, SPSS, R, or Stata. In Excel, it is difficult to do some experimental design. So kindly, or also this is out of scope of our syllabus. I think you have the agenda. I also shared the agenda with the host, and I hope so. The host will share agenda to you all. Already shared the agenda to you all. So I am in a. I hope this. So, but you want to do some experimental analysis, use SPSS, Stata, Python, or R instead of Excel. So Excel is basically used for data analysis. We can also do some statistical analysis by using Excel, but Excel is more or less used for data analysis. Okay, so to first of all, we just go through. So to insert graph in Excel, to insert graph in Excel, go to the suppose that you have a data. Deleting the graph. Suppose that you have a salesman name, net sales, and you have just only profit because there is no negative value in this data. And you have to insert the column chart, or you have to prepare the column chart based on this data. So just go to the insert tab. So first select the cell. So if you want to prepare column chart by using the variable salesman and net sales. So first we select the data, go to the insert tab, and in insert tab in chart group, there is one option, recommended chart. So what is recommended chart? The chart that is recommended by Excel. So most of the time the chart recommended by Excel is quite good, and you can use the recommended recommended chart that is recommended by advanced Excel. But always, instead of this option, I always try to make. I'm not going to choose recommended chart to make a. If you want to make a column chart, bar chart, or pie chart, so do not go to recommended chart every time. So try to use your own sense which chart is best to represent this type of data. For example, if you have a so in this data we have the numerical values. The values are not in percentage. So it is better to show these values in column chart or bar chart. So just go to the insert tab, and you can from here or go to recommended chart. So and use the second option, all chart, not recommended chart. Go to the all charts. From here you can see there are different options: column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar graph, area chart. But you cannot use this data. You cannot use this data to prepare a pie chart, because there is each graph requires a separate type of data. For example, if you have a percentage value and sum of percentage is 100, then only use pie chart. For example, suppose that you have 70%, or you can say that 50%, 20%, and 30%. So in percentage data, we do not make bar graph or column chart. We always make pie chart for to represent percentage data. But since in this example, we have a data in numbers, so we use column or bar chart. So it depends upon you. Either you have to use column chart or you want to use bar chart. So just I select the column chart, click OK.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, pie chart can only be used when the data is given in the percentage form.
No, you can use pie chart to represent any type of data. But
Okay.
so it is best to show percentage data in pie chart. So Excel is not going to say no, okay, you are not able to prepare pie chart based on numerical values. So, but it is recommended that if you have a percentage data, then use pie chart to show percentage data. But your sum of percentages is 100. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, but it is recommended to prepare percentage data in by using the percentage data in pie chart. It is recommended. Excel is not going to say no, you cannot. I'm not going to prepare bar chart for percentage data, but it's better to represent percentage data in pie chart.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so just simply, if you have to prepare a column chart, just select the data. I'm repeating the steps. Just select the data, go to the insert tab, go recommended chart, and instead of using recommended chart, go to the option all charts, column, click OK. So it is automatically make your graph. So in vertical axis, there is numerical values, net sales, or in horizontal axis or in x-axis, it represents the text values or salesman. Okay. So, but if you want to arrange this chart in ascending or descending order, so you cannot do this in this chart. You have to first arrange your data in ascending or descending order. Matlab you have to. So this is a common question I'm facing every time. Paste the values, filter this data from smallest to largest, then select your data, go to the insert tab, recommended chart, all charts, and okay, so you can see that here I am arrange the values in descending order. So if you want to filter, if you want to prepare your chart in ascending or descending order, then you have to copy and paste data in another sheet or another column and just filter out data from ascending or descending order. Then you only prepare chart in ascending or descending order from the insert tab. So if you want to highlight the values, what is the net sales of John, what is the net sales of Calvin, Harry, so then click the bar, go to the click right, go to option add data labels. So if you want to highlight what is the sales at the top of the each
Yes, sir,
column.
how are we arranging the data by pasting?
So just simple, है ना? In the previous lecture we just covered, ना? We just select the data, control data, and copy data, paste it somewhere else.
Yes.
And you can go to the home tab, just filter your data from smallest to largest or largest to smallest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then select this data, go to the insert tab and prepare column or bar chart.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to insert the values at each of the bar, then how to represent this? Then click on the click on the bar chart, or sorry, click on the column chart, right click, go to the option add data label, and it will represent all the net sales done by John, Oliver, Calvin, James, Evelyn, Samuel, and Harry. And at the top of this graph, this is called as the heading of your chart. So you can also change the heading as per your convenience. For example, I change this heading from net sales to total sales. Net sales to total sales. So in this way, we can prepare the column chart. So if you want to prepare bar chart, just go to the select the data. Just select the data, go to the insert tab, recommended chart, all chart, select the option bar, and click OK. So in this way, we can prepare column chart and bar chart. So
So I have
in
two
your
questions.
Mhm.
One is if we want to means do salesman versus profit. So then can we means we have to delete the net sales part and then do it, or can we do it from this table itself? That is one. And secondly, sometimes the values here, the values are distributed normally, but if the values are like ranging from 800 to 1000 and the scale starts from 0 to 1000, then how to represent that data? Means if I want to change the scale of the chart.
So first of all, the first question is that, so if you want to prepare data salesman versus profit, so it is recommended to prepare 1 minute. Hello.
You are muted.
Just hold a second. Just I'm on a call. Just wait for 2 minutes. Just wait for 1 minute. So, sorry. So it is best to prepare different chart for that. For example, just select the salesman, select the profit, insert in the which chart? Okay, column chart. Just click on the OK. Okay. And one more option is that maybe this will work. So if you want to change values from this chart, so if you want to, if you want to change values in this chart, then what you need to do, just double click on the chart. It will highlight the selected cell. Just drag your mouse at the corner of that particular cell and shift the cell to the left or right. So hello. sorry. So just double click on the chart. It will highlighted your selected cell. Drag your mouse at the corner of the chart. So now you consider the heading is net cell. So drag your mouse at the corner of the data and shift it right or left. So if you shifted the right, so your chart is same but your data is different. So I think your first query is solved.
Yes.
Okay. Now coming to the, we are 2872. Sorry. Okay. So now coming to the second query. For example, if you have a range of from starting from suppose that 10 to 10,000. Okay. So in this case, your graph will be totally haphazard. For example, I'm just converted this value from 10 to 10,000. In this case, you are not able to show your 10 values and your 10,000 values. Okay, suppose that Kelvin is, I have converted this to only 10. So in that case, you are now your 10 value is not going to highlighted in your cell. So that is a part of wrong data, or you have to make some changes on the data based on some statistical data or some any other method. So second question, okay, your graph is you are not able to highlight your value which is very less or some value which is very high. For example, I converted this to 10 lakh to 15,000. Yeah, to say 50,000. So in that case, your all other values are less visible as compared to the higher values. Okay, so this is the second question. And your third question, if you want to change your range, so if you want to change your maximum and minimum range, so the option is that just double click on the this part and it will show you if you want to change the range. So currently the range is minimum is 0, maximum is 60,000. So Excel it will automatically take the range based on your data. So if you want to change your range, so you can change from there. I think your all queries solved.
What about these? What is bound units, major, minor?
So this is Excel taken minimum bound is means कि your minimum values Excel taken bound मतलब limit कर दिया उसने. Have limited the you limit your minimum values to 0 and limit your maximum values to 60,000. Okay. So it will limit your value. Minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 60,000 based on your data.
And then units?
Units na. So you can change your units from, so देखिए. Now the unit from is current unit is 1 lakh, then 2 lakh, then 3 lakh, then 4 lakh, then 5 lakh, then 6 lakh. मतलब there is a difference of 1 lakh between the unit. But if you want to suppose that if you want to show your data from 1 lakh to 3 lakh, if you want to skip this 2 lakh, or if you want to show some 1 lakh to 4 lakh or 1 lakh to 8 lakh, then you can change unit from here and you can change your minimum and maximum value from here. I think you have the clarity now.
So sometimes what happens is like all these salesmen, the difference is wide, but if the difference is very low, means say for example, you say profit is 9164, other is 9263, third is 9, means they're very close, but total amount is more. You understanding? Means it
So
is
in that case, in that case, the best option is that you just for example, you have the six or 5 or 6 salesmen. Okay, so one salesman profit is for example 10,000. Yeah, 10 rupees. Other profit is 9.8 rupees or 9.7 rupees. Okay, but your total is close to 80. Okay, So in that case, the best way to use these values in graphs to average out all the salesman profit or all the salesmen's, sorry, whatever the variable you want to take, you just need to average the value. So instead of using the total variable, you use average indicator to represent all your salesmen sales or profits. So this is the best way to represent the data in graph.
No, so I means the thing is, I'm saying that if you just put the profit as 9,100, 9,110, 9,120, 9,130. So the values are 9,000 plus, but the range means the difference is only 10 rupees. Then if we make the graph, it does not come nicely. Means if you can
So-
just put the profit as
So I'm just going to take last question. So in that case, we cannot do anything because your data, Excel will prepare graph based on your data. So either you prepare data in Excel or Python or any other software, it only represent your data in some graphical method. It will not suppose that if you have a less different, so all the bars are look similar. So in that case, no one can help you. It is always like that.
No, we can change the scale always. Means if I no. So if I magnify the difference,
Okay,
if I
okay. So just practice is that, and ask me separately after the class because I have to cover a lot of topic today.
okay.
ठीक है?
Sir, in that case, we can change the graph. Now we can use other type of graph, line or pie chart.
नहीं, so
Not
okay,
only
okay.
we can use bar
सुनिए
diagram.
सुनिए. Are you comfortable in Hindi? Are you comfortable in
Yes,
Hindi?
sir.
अगर आप जैसे वैल्यू क्लोज है, 9 है, 9.1 है, 9.2 फॉर एग्जाम्पल, 10 है, 9.8 है, 9.7, अगर आप उसका परसेंटेज भी बनाओगे तब भी परसेंटेज का रेशियो भी तो वही आएगा ना. सबका 88% होगा, या सबका नियर बाई सेल्स सेम ही होगा, क्योंकि परसेंटेज भी तो डेटा के बेसिस पे ही बनता है. तो अगर आप उसको वैल्यू का परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट करोगे तो सबका, जैसे अगर 10 सेल्समैन है और किसी के सेल्स है 9.8, किसी का सेल है 9.9, किसी का सेल्स है 9.99, तो सबका परसेंटेज 10 के करीब ही आएगा. तो अगर आप पाई चार्ट भी बनाओगे तो वो जो डिवाइड करेगा तो उसका स्केल भी तो सेम ही होगा ना. 10% सबका साइज तो सेम ही होगा.
ये तो उसमें क्या यूज करना चाहिए सर? जस्ट इतना बता
नहीं
दीजिए.
नहीं, उसमें कुछ यूज नहीं कर सकते. वो आपका डेटा ही ऐसा है, आप उसके लिए मतलब कुछ नहीं कर सकते. वो डेटा ही ऐसा है. मतलब आप ये दिखा सकते हो कि भैया आपका डेटा ऐसा है, सभी सेल्समैन से सभी हमारा जो अमाउंट है वो वेरी क्लोज है. ठीक है, और कुछ नहीं कर सकते. अगर आप स्केल भी चेंज कर दोगे तब भी कोई फर्क नहीं, मतलब नहीं, अगर आप उसमें कुछ भी कर दोगे तो कुछ नहीं होता क्योंकि आपका डेटा ही वैसा है.
नहीं सर, उसमें अगर हम स्केल 0.01 का डिफरेंस कर दें, जो यूनिट्स डिफरेंस है, तो वो फिर हाईलाइट हो जाएगा ना
नहीं,
0.01 का.
आप कर सकते हो बिल्कुल. जैसे मैं जब ग्राफ बनाता हूँ तो बहुत क्लोज रहता है, 2.1, 2.12 आप चेंज कर सकते हो राइट क्लिक करके जा करके. उसमें थोड़ा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा आपको. ठीक है, जस्ट इस पर डबल क्लिक करोगे, मैक्सिमम मिनिमम राउंड उसको बिल्कुल एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो वो एडजस्टमेंट करने के लिए उसमें कम से कम 5-10 मिनट लग जाते हैं. स्केल अगर आप चेंज करोगे मिनिमम मैक्सिमम यूनिट वाइज यहाँ पर जा करके पूरा, तो वो आपको एक एक पॉइंट का एडजस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा. तो वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि मतलब उसका कोई हार्ड रूल, जैसे कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है कि आप जस्ट गए आपने वो कर दिया. तो आपको स्केल मैनुअली थोड़ा सा चेंज करके देखना होगा पॉइंट वाइज. ठीक है, सो जस्ट कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. सो आई थिंक यू हैव द क्लैरिटी ऑफ कॉलम ग्राफ एंड बार ग्राफ. सो व्हाट इज आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक? हाउ टू प्रिपेयर अ लाइन चार्ट. ठीक है. So if you want, so for example, if you have a data in which, for example, let's go to the line chart. ठीक है. For example, if you have a data month wise, so pie chart is always used to show the trend. कि what is your trend? What is your net sales in January? What is your net sales in February, March, April, May, June? So pie chart, and it contains more than 5 or 6 months. ठीक है, more than 5 or 6 months. So first is that to use line chart, first condition is that you should have, we always use line chart to show trend values. ठीक है, and your trend value data should have more than 5 or 6 variables. For example, in previous chart in previous you have only 6 values, 7 values, and in that case we have around 12 months values. Okay. So this is the best way. If you have more than 6 or 7 variables, or you can say that if you want to make your standard like 6 or 7 values, or if you have 6 or 7 values, or more than 6 or 7 values, and you want to show some data, show your data month wise or year wise. So to represent month wise data, year wise data, the best way to represent in line graph instead of using any other graph, pie chart, column chart, or any other graph. So if you have a data in months, years, quarters, so the best way to represent that data in by using the line graph. So the method is same. Just select the data, go to the insert tab, go to the insert tab, go to the recommended chart, go to the all chart, line chart, and just click OK. It will
Sir,
make.
repeat once again.
Okay, I'm going to repeat one more time. First you need to select the data to prepare any chart. Just select the data, go to the insert tab, go to the recommended chart, all chart, go to line chart, and click OK. So now you have the data. So there are tons of options available to beautify your graph. I'm not able to cover all the topics here. Okay, but there are tons and tons of methods, hundreds of methods in which you can make your graph beautiful, or you can add some additional values in your chart. Or suppose that, for example, when we are using nested formula, if with and. So in chart we can also use nested chart. I'm always so to prepare advanced level of chart, you have to use some nested chart. For example, club your bar chart with line chart, club your, it depend upon your conditions and depend upon your data. Club your line chart with pie chart. So it's all depend how you are going to represent your data, or how you are going to make your data beautiful. So it also a type of some art. So it depends upon you how you going to beautify your data. So I think any doubt how to make column chart and bar chart and line graph, so kindly ask. If you have any doubt related to how to prepare these two